Hi, everybody. Thanks for being part of this live broadcast. Replayers, thank you for taking time to check out what you might have missed. And of course, anytime during the broadcast, if you have any questions, concerns, please ask me right here. If you're one of the shy or bashful ones, and if you'd like to go ahead and ask those kind of questions off camera, go ahead and do so by sending us a message, a chat, or through our email, WhatsApp. You can even chat on our website. We have a little box on the very bottom. When you go to our website, you can go ahead and click on there, and I can chat you there. Messenger, Instagram Messenger, and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. My name is Tony. I'm one of the founders for Needy Wilmington, which is a nonprofit for public, which means whatever items received, donations obtained, go right back to the community. So if you guys know, it's been a minute since I've been on here. The last time I was on here, we did a great thing. We helped out a couple of students, one from Harry Bridges, the other one from Benning High School, getting some items needed for back to school. You guys was very successful, and thank you so much for everybody participating and helping out, starting from sharing all the information, sharing our post, and we did really, really well at a very, very short time. And so again, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, from all of us here at A Needy Wilmington. So, as you guys know, this is the time of season during Thanksgiving and Christmas where things get a little bit harder for everybody. Companies take a second look at their books, and they cut back on hours, or they change things or reorganize whatever. And then unfortunately, some things make it harder for family members to ever to have a Thanksgiving or a Christmas. So if you guys know, we do a thing called the get stuff box. This is for Thanksgiving, the get stuff box. What it is that it replaces what we used to do, which we will do eventually, but we just want to go ahead and we're going to change it up a little bit, probably find a new location, because I let people have asking, we're going to be able to do the Thanksgiving in the harbor again. We haven't did one since 2021, and so we will look into it. We are looking into it. Hopefully, maybe next year we'll do it, but we have never stopped answering those calls, listening to those individuals that need have help during those, this timing, this type of time of the season. So we do a thing called the Get Stuff Box, which is items that we get together. We put two lists together. So we want you guys to know that we hear and we understand there's two ways to, people will go ahead and, how they say, get by on their daily lives. If they happen to be fortunate and they live in a place where they actually have a refrigerator, keep things cold, and they have a stove, oven, then they can go ahead and prepare those meals with the list that's provided. On the other hand, if you happen to be living in a situation where you're actually sharing a dwelling, or the unit or place where you're staying at or you're laying your head does not have those kind of amenities, but you do have either a one-piece burner, electrical, or you have a microwave. Those are on another list where you can still able to participate and still be part of helping those with getting a meal, so that way they can go ahead and still able to have those kind of things, but in a non-conventional way, and still able to participate in Thanksgiving meal for their household. Then we also have a little bit of a list. So when they're on a 1 week vacation, they don't have access to breakfast or lunch. So for the ones that see the list that's on there, let me explain. So if you happen to be the one that gets to donate or you participate in the items in the stove, an oven, then those are the more traditional items that you would go ahead at the market, especially when you walk in, let's say the Albertsons or the Vons or the Aldis or whatever, and they all have them right there in the front in these large cases. And you would go ahead and get from, canned yams, or you get the traditional stuffing and all that good stuff. While the other one has, again, the things that you would go ahead and microwave, like a reheated item, a box item, and those could also be used for the 1 week extra. So what I mean by that, and what we mean by that, is that Pretty much is if you get the items for Thanksgiving, you get the traditional items for the oven and stove, you get the items for the Thanksgiving in the microwave or the hot plate deal, but you would get a little bit more extra so that way they could still have food for the 1 week, and vice versa for the ones in the oven and stove. You would go ahead and get it off the list, off the other one for the 1 week, so that way they don't miss breakfast and they don't miss lunch because they won't have access to that because they're on a 1 week vacation. All right, so I hope that covered that. Now, the quarters for turkeys. Now, the quarters for turkeys is a great way to go ahead and donate. You don't have to just give a quarter. You can do any denomination you want. What's great about it will help out is, one, of course, you can be anonymous. You can go ahead and donate in the name of somebody. So if there was a loved one or somebody that's, had always been a person that always gave or donated, you can put it in their name. Again, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want to be anonymous, you can be anonymous. Or if you'd like us to go ahead and express our gratitude along with the community and other family members for your donation, we put you on the list as you would see it on the social media and website. Okay, so the quarter for turkeys cover things that may not be covered under whatever is we wish to have donated. So we might be, short a couple of boxes of macaroni and cheese. We might be short a couple of cans of corn. We might be short. It gives us an opportunity to go ahead and replenish those items with the money that's donated. At the same time, we also have to have things that are needed in order to make that happen. So we would have to get, of course, boxes that are strong enough, because a lot of the family members who are going to pick up those items, we don't want them to fall apart. They want them to break while they're taking them to their car. Some may not have a car. Some come in a shopping cart. And so we would go ahead and want to get one of those strong Tyvek kind of bags, so that way they can have those items in the bag. So we have a choice of one or two of way to go ahead and get these items, because not everybody has a car. A lot of them have to walk. Maybe some will Uber, some will take a bus. And so the quarters for turkeys cover those kind of those things, those hiccups that come up, so that way we can go ahead and make sure that we have everything that we needed in order to do this. We have enough to go around for everybody to have it, and also to make sure that no one is left behind. If you guys would look at the numbers, if I'm not mistaken, on top of my head, we had like 39 families. We have over 39 students, 139 family members. We helped out. That's a lot of mouths to feed, especially for a small nonprofit like us, that we've been continuing doing what we do. And that's the reason why we've been successful, because we want to make sure that we stay comfortable and able to stay in the yield, that we're able to fulfill these and not turn anybody away. So that's about it. Now, this is for Thanksgiving. We will do the same thing for Christmas. For the items that are going to be donated, the first deadline is November 1st. So please, if you're able to do that, look in everything that you guys can do to go ahead and start making those donations, those drop-offs. Make sure you guys are following the guidelines when you guys are at the school. You will be dropping those items off with either ASB, which of course leadership with Mr. Reyes, or you'll be dealing with CP Magnet with Miss Osorio or Miss Rodriguez. So please make sure you guys are following the guidelines. There's crosswalk guards now that, making sure that the traffic is flowing. So do not park your car where you're not supposed to be parking. There's school buses that have to keep moving. So it's really, really important. If you are going to drop things off, wait till after the drop off and everything like that. And then when you get to the school grounds that you are dropping this off for Thanksgiving, make sure you guys are being kind to the security people at the door. Make sure you are following the rules. Make sure you're not giving them a hard time, because we want to keep this relationship healthy and going. So that way the kids don't have any missed opportunities. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, please ask. If you guys missed any of this, please go ahead and watch it again. And then, of course, guys, keep us going. We're going to keep doing this until the deadline, until we meet our goal. All the information is on our website. All the information is on our link tree. So if you have any hesitations or missing anything, I've always made sure all the information is there so you guys can go to it. But if you want me to go ahead and walk you through it, give me a call, give me a text, give me email, and I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Again, thanks for being the best part of unity in our community as always. Again, thank you for being supportive towards me. If you guys also been asking, yes, I'm back at this full time. Unfortunately, the other endeavor did not pan out or work out as I would like it to be, and that's already been addressed and already answered in our previous video. So if you want to go ahead and check it out, go ahead and see the social media video and the post on that. I gave a explanation on that, but the need doesn't stop, and of course the need never takes a vacation, and so here we are. All right, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Talk to you soon. Take care. Watch for the next video.